Where them fans at? Where them fans at? Y'all, hey. Okay, guys, so why don't we go into the reading and see? Have you guys been watching the Meghan Markle show on what is it called? Um, Netflix. I'm not gonna lie, I watched 3 episodes and because I wasn't well yesterday, so I watched 3 episodes, and that's as much as I could do. Um, hey, so glad I can help you with the schoolwork, sis. But yeah, y'all. So I was watching the show, right? And I was like, okay, girl, okay. I was watching it, and y'all, let's just go to the cards, y'all. How is the pub? So I gotta say the U.S. and then the British. How does the British feel about Meghan Markle's show on Netflix? Okay. They're most definitely watching, but they're most definitely watching. A lot of people are watching because they want to know about her relationship with Harry. So it's actually connected very heavily to her love life, her marriage. They want to see also, I guess they're also Spirit is also pointing out a lot of stuff about foliage or her home, like how her home is set up or something, like wanting to see the beauty around her. I think a lot of them are into gardens or something, and so I see them looking at, oh, her garden, or trying to see how the outside of her life looks like. But they're most definitely paying attention to the marriage, the family. But they're very much, the British are really into like her family structure. They wanted to see her children. She has a boy and a girl, right? I don't think it's two girls or two. I think it's a boy and a girl. They want to see the family. So they're like, where them kids at? Where them kids at? They want to see the kids. That they want to see the family structure. But a lot of people were actually more disappointed because they wanted to see more of Harry or more of the family structure. So she's not showing the family structure. A lot of them tuned in because they want to see the kids. They want to see how it's set up. They don't like it. A lot of heavy judgment. A lot of them will not be back for the second season. The British are not, no, she doesn't appeal to the British. She just doesn't she doesn't appeal. She doesn't appeal. The British want this to be more of a family show where Harry is more included. They're not, no, y'all. These cards do not lie, child. No, no. There's also a very strong energy of, you don't respect the British, you don't respect our traditions. I guess she didn't have tea and trumpets or something. I don't know. They don't fuck with her. It's very strong energy. It's not just her race. It's not just her race. It's the fact that she does not embrace British culture. They take that very, y'all, they want to know about the family child. They're no. No, she's eh, eh, they don't fuck with her. They don't fuck with her. I already knew they didn't fuck with her. But when the cards are saying we don't fuck with you, Mindy looked like she was walking on eggshells, child. Like, we only see each other during brunch. Like, it was very weird. It was a very weird episode. Will the British support Meghan Markle in the future? Y'all, I can't stay long because I have to go pack orders in my warehouse. Plus, I have readings this evening, so I can't stay long. But will the British support her in the future, her projects in the future? If it includes the fucking kids. They don't really care. They want to know about her family, about her children, about her happiness. She has to show more of her kids, more of her family life, more of her mothering, and more of how she is as a royal woman. They don't really know because she doesn't show them. They're not interested, child. No, no, no. They just don't like her. It's she's not British enough. She's not accepting. They don't like. These people really don't like her. I understand people have been saying, but in the cards, bitch, I can tell they don't fuck with you. Like, sis, they don't even fuck with you in the cards. The cards are looking rough. Like they don't fuck with you even in the cards. She doesn't accept British culture, so they don't accept her. It's more than just her race. It's her reluctance to seek acceptance from British society. That's what actually pisses them off about her. That they're like, you don't try to do more. You don't show your children. You don't show your husband. They're not interested. They're interested in her because she's married to Princess Diana's son. And that's it. They're not really into her because of who she is. So, how do Americans feel about the show? How do Americans feel about the show? Let me see if I. Okay. A lot of Americans feel like it was a money grab. Like, oh, this is a money grab, child. Like, I'm gonna watch it. Yeah, it's a money grab. It's a money grab. Also, a lot of people want to know about her family life, her and her husband. People want to know more about her and her husband. Um, Also, a lot of Americans feel like it's not genuine. Like it's a money grab. It's giving a money grab. Oh, this is a money grab. Like a lot of people feel it's a money grab. We want to know about their marriage. We don't even care about the kids. Americans don't care about the kids. We want to know about this marriage. I think this is because of the book. I think it's because of the book she released. We want to know what's the tea. And we're actually going to continue to watch to see if she spills any type of tea, like any type of tea. We feel like it was a money grab. We do feel like she lives like a princess or something, like a princess. She lives like a princess. Like she's really very much in her princess life. Her husband has set her up well. Her husband has set her up well. It's a her husband. Yeah, that's what it's giving. She lives like a princess. Like that's what a lot. But we want to know about the marriage, boo. We want to know about the marriage, girl. We want to know. They need to have their own show and soft life. Yeah, soft life. We feel her husband put her in soft life. That's what. How do Black women in the United States feel about who watched the Meghan Markle? I watched 3 episodes and fell asleep, child. I ain't gonna. I was like, okay, now, where them fans at? I'm more into that type of shit. I was like, okay, Joe. Let me see. How do Black women in this country feel about Meghan Markle? Some of us are. There's different opinions on the shit. There's different opinions on the shit. There's various opinions. Various opinions. They ain't just one opinion. They ain't just one opinion, y'all. They ain't just one opinion. We a lot of us feel like she getting to the bag. Everybody mad. We think she set up. Like we think she a set up chick. She in her princess era, bitch. She's a taken care woman. She's a taken care woman. She's a housewife. We think she's a housewife. Mm. Also, certain black women feel like they don't have access to this type of shit. Like, I'm just gonna put it out. Like, we don't have access to this. Like a lot of women feel like, girl, we don't have access to these type of commitments, and we gotta deal with real life. Some people felt like it wasn't real. Like, girl, we don't live like this. Like, we're like, girl, huh? What? We don't even have access to this type of shit, bitch. My man don't build me gardens, bitch. He gives me yeast infections. My man don't pay my bills and network with his people. He complains about me to his mother. Look, like, it's like we're like, girl, we're dealing with the harsh truths of life, bitch. There's like, girl, get your bag. Get your money. We get it. Get your money. But there's the other half who's like, girl, anyways, did you see what Donald Trump did today? Like, we're like, girl, we don't connect with this. We don't connect with this. We want her to get to her bag. That's about it. We're like, girl, get to your bag. Like, we're like, okay, girl, get to your bag. But the majority of us don't live like this. But okay, girl, do you Black Power? Like, I don't know, y'all. I don't know. Is How do white women in the United States feel about Meghan Markle? How do white women in the United States how do they feel about Meghan Markle? They feel like they're not invited to the barbecue, child. A lot of them don't feel a connection. They don't feel a connection to her. They're paying very close attention to her marriage and her children. They want to know more actually about her marriage and children. They feel that she's balanced, but she lives in a beautiful life. She married well. Okay. Her come up, she married well. She married well. She married well. I don't want to say this, y'all, because I don't want to sound racist. I don't want to sound racist. Almost like she picked a white man and she got lucky. I'm not saying this, the cards. She picked her white side, her daddy side, and she prospered. There's some racial undertones here, y'all. She feels like a lot of white women, they feel like she chose her daddy side very wisely. Because if she chose, like, I don't know, like a Drake or something, she chose well. And some of them are low key mad that they're white and they couldn't choose well. Yes, it's better to use when you're trying to find a, like, the colored girl beat the marriage, like, she got top tier. She chose, she didn't choose the struggle love side. She chose no, she is, there is racial undertones here, but it's in a sense of like, wow, she's really smart. She really, I cannot make this up. She beat the game of life. Like, she beat the game of life. She's that girl. She chose the better half. There is racial undertones, but not because she's mixed, but more so because she didn't choose to be in love with a Kanye West. I don't think white women have a good thought process of black women marrying. I think they feel like we have bad spouses and they feel like she played the game. She's completion, bitch. Completion. Completion. A lot of luck too. A lot of She played chess and not checkers. Like, she's a smart woman. Like, she didn't marry your Kanye's and your Michael Jordans and your LeBron James. She married that mixed girl, chose well. Mhm. They actually, her demographics is white women. It ain't us. It ain't really us. It's them. Um, they're gonna watch and see how this plays out. So they think like you little mixed girl, your little mixed ass chose very well. Like, she won at the game of marriage and life. We don't even think that way as black women. We like, girl, I gotta go pay my rent. I don't have time for this. I gotta go pay my mortgage. I don't have time for this. Um, I know y'all are like, you're a tarot card reader. You're not supposed to have opinion. I think Meghan Markle is a mediocre biracial woman who chose to be a white passing biracial woman in white spaces. And I think she's mediocre. I think she's hardworking, but I think when I was watching that show, I said, Father God, save me. This is a mediocre woman who is very smart at social climbing, very smart at playing the game to get to where she needs to be. But does she deserve a show? Absolutely not. The talent is not there. She can't even touch Martha Stewart with a stick. The girl is boring. The girl is mediocre. And this is a biracial woman who chose to blow dry her hair straight all these 40 something years of her life, to be as Caucasian as she can be. And it's even weirder how a lot of black women, to me, support her and cheer her on as a black woman, where she does not identify with you. She doesn't want to be alive in the building. Baby, I dance on dance up. She ain't down with you. Where them fans at? Where them fans at? Where them fans at? Give me one time. Oh, 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 I got my boots on. She ain't invited to the barbecue. She ain't bringing no damn fan. That bitch don't fuck with you. In real life, she don't fuck with you. She is a biracial white passing woman. And she wants that show. Y'all, she put everything inside of, like, I was like, girl, I'm going to sleep. So for you delusional black women who are like, she represents black luxury. She doesn't identify with the black experience, bitch. She don't fuck with you because you're not with them fans. She don't identify with you. She ain't coming to the barbecue. She don't fuck with you. Okay? What do you call? She's the woman on this side of town that I stay in. You would catch her because I do live on that side of town. But y'all, what do you call them expensive yoga pants that people pay $200 for? She's that type of woman. She goes to the yoga studio that's $300 a month. She don't fuck with you. She's a Lululemon hoe. Okay? Lululemon. And for you delusional black women who keep supporting her and are like, oh my God, she don't fuck with you, sis. She doesn't identify in that. She don't fuck with you. And oh yeah, her mom does teach. And her mother is a black woman who chose to live in white spaces. They don't fuck with you, sis. She may not like racist people because she's had to deal with it no matter how hard she tried to pass white. She tried to deal with it, but that's the only reason why she ain't gonna deal with no racist shit. She's not. But is she like Akeisha or like me and you? Hell no. That bitch is a Lululemon hoe. She don't fuck with you. Okay, next. Somebody said the upper black the upper black class, they be out. Well, y'all, Michelle Obama has a fan, bitch. Don't get it twisted. Y'all don't understand what I'm trying to say. There's some bougie people in my neighborhood, okay? Doctors, lawyers, big people. They be like, where the fans at? They don't forget where their heritage came from. Meghan don't give a fuck about her heritage. Y'all ain't understanding. Y'all don't get it. She ain't gonna pick up a fan bitch. That's what I'm trying to tell y'all. A lot of bougie people stay here, but bitch, they know where they came from. Michelle Obama is gonna grab a fan, bitch. Do you hear me? Whoa, under the boots on the ground. Meghan ain't gonna do it. She ain't really down. Okay, I'm done. Next. Yeah, Meghan is gonna be like, if I could fly 1,000,000 miles, would you think time would pass a shit? Okay, that's Meghan. Okay, to the core. Okay, she don't fuck with us. Okay, Charles, stop. Making my way downtown, blah blah blah, crossing ground, that's her. Don't get me wrong, she knows some hip hop songs now. She knows some black terminology, but she ain't down. How is the marriage of Meghan Markle and is it Harry? Is she married? They're not like us, literally. But here's what's crazy, right? Serena Williams just sea walked or whatever, crip walked, but then is having lunch with Meghan at the same time. The only reason she's having lunch with you is because you meet a certain societal bracket. But if y'all were working 9 to 5, bitch, she would have talked to you. She would have talked to you. You'd be a whole other, you'd be like me, a Lakeisha. Somebody said Serena is her token black friend, pretty much, because she would have, bitch, you from Compton. She ain't fucking with you. Not in real life, if you are outside of who you are. No. She would be like, can she even fit in some Lululemons? All right. Let me see. How is Prince Harry and Meghan Markle, the queen or the duchess of the, I don't know, of Sucket. The Duchess of Sucket. How are they? Let me see. How is their marriage? It's not on good terms, y'all. It's not on good terms. Jealous of Meghan Markle? Nah, she's boring. If you go back to my readings from years ago, I've been saying the same shit. Mediocre as hell. Next. But bitch, if you talk about Serena Williams, baby, that's a true princess. That's a black queen, bitch. Yes. That hoe worked hard to be where she at. But anywho, yeah, they're not on the best of terms. But oh, and Serena's talented. I'm sorry. We forgot to, she actually does, and she's talented. Serena's a real one. Meghan social climb. Don't get me started. No. Also, I'm gonna tell y'all something. I believe that he's supposed to be home. His dad is dying. He's actually supposed to be over there. He's not supposed, I don't know if he's been traveling because I haven't checked cards. He's actually supposed to be home and being by his dad's side because his father is dying. His dad should have actually died last year. So if his dad is still here, it's a miracle. He actually has things that he has to go and do back home. It's a marriage that is, there's a lot of confusion here. And I actually do think a lot of the confusion is coming from, I think he wants to go back home. And she doesn't want to. I think he wants to go. This looks like a castle. The British castles. He wants to go home. He wants to go home. They also need to make, that's right. They need to make peace with those people. No. No. Harry is going to end up walking away. He's going home. Y'all see how he's walking towards cobblestones and castles, or he's going back to his royal family, and he's doing it quietly. He's going to start spending more time over there than he is over here, because that's where his ancestors and his, even Princess Diana wants him over there. She does not want to go. She would rather lose her marriage. She doesn't want to go. And he's leaving. He's leaving quietly too. He's not about to argue. It's going to start off as traveling and being gone for 2 months. Meghan ain't going back there. If she does, for a few weeks, and then she need to come back home. But his father is sick. He needs to go home. His ancestors are calling him home. He actually needs to go home. They are in some type of counseling or trying to balance it out. She's as we already knew, very focused on her career, and her is giving two people who quietly grow apart over time. Like, he just goes to see his people. He goes to see his, because they're calling him there. Spiritually, he's literally being called home. What girl, her Netflix career, her social climbing career. This is a marriage. There's still love, but there's somebody ain't trying to be in the United States. They're ready to go home. And eventually she will have to go to where the British are. She is. It shows her having to go to save her marriage. Yes. She's going to have to do it to balance out her marriage. She's going to be very to herself. When I'm telling you, she would rather have an asteroid fall on her head than go back there, but she has to. There's going to be, she's going to have to. She's going to have to. She looks very sad in these cards after a while, but he's being called home. He literally has a very strong ancestral lineage that calls for order and following rules, and he has to go home. He doesn't have a choice, and he's going to have to stay there for a while, maybe 3 to 4 years. He is obligated to take care. I think once his dad passes, he has to take, they're going to have to stand united. Also, I do see some Donald Trump shit in these cards. I think for the sake of his people and for where he stands, I think he's going to have to go home. He's going to have to, I think there's some stuff coming up with the United States and the British, and baby, he's going to have to stand on business. He's going to have to stand with his people. She's very unhappy, very, very unhappy. A lot of very strong opinions and how things should go that way and how things should go. She's literally fighting for her life to stay here in the United States. This he's got a Meghan feels like, fuck that old British drinking tea and crumpets and royal this and societal. She's over it. Like, this is what is going to end their marriage. A woman who does not respect the royal family's rules. And I think he's been flying out there to watch over, but he needs to be there. There's rules. This is what's going to end their marriage. A prince is going to have to go home to hold down the fort with his brother because he's obligated to, even if he doesn't want to. This woman is like, no, girl, I want to live the California fabulous social climbing, social light, and no, no, no. He's obligated to the royals. Like he gotta go home, and you gotta come with him with the kids. It's and she no, no. I'm gonna ask, how do Harry's ancestors, how do they feel about Meghan? How do they really feel about Meghan Markle? How do they really feel about Meghan Markle? Mhm. They think she's a well-bred woman. They think she's business smart. They think she's business savvy, but they don't like, either you in or you out. She's holding Harry from doing his duties. Um, bitch, he gotta go home, sis. I don't he something is gonna happen between the British and the United States, and his family already has problems. He's got to go home, sis, for a while. Um, you're holding him back. He needs to go home and stay there. And this is, they feel like she about her money. You're taking the royal dollar, but you don't want to live in, the ancestors are talking, baby. The ancestors are actually talking. This is not me talking. Our money is good enough to take, but what you don't understand is that if you take our money, you also have to follow our rules. You wouldn't have any of this if it wasn't because of us. You're using his name and our bloodline and our lineage to be that girl, to be that girl, to be that girl. Because you're taking our money and you're using our name and our lineage, he's coming back with or without you. Like, it's, these ancestors are very strong. They're like, they got hands, y'all. They will they're dragging Harry back. We don't know that you can't hate it, but use it to make money off of us. They also were not very happy about this tell-all book shit. Queen Elizabeth was turning in her grave, very upset about it. No, they feel like she's greedy. They feel like she's using this to social climb, and best believe they taking Harry back, sis. You had him on borrow. These ancestors are taking your man back. He's gonna go back, and he ain't coming back. You're gonna have to pack up your shit and go. They don't like her. They feel like she has some great attributes. She's a good businesswoman. They don't like her. They feel like, oh, you don't like our racist asses, but you love our racist money. Harry is genetically tied and magically tied to this country. He has to go home. Sorry, that's what the ancestors are saying. They're like, okay, you're a smart businesswoman, you're a social climber, you try to balance off some of Harry's childhood issues, but overall, he belonged to the British. He needs to go home, and we're sending him home, and he's going to stay there for a little while. They don't care, baby. These ain't the regular white ancestors, bitch. This is Knights Camelon shining armor. Honey, this is on some other. This ain't your regular plantation slave owner. I don't know what type of magic these people are doing, but baby, Harry's coming home. This ain't your regular Georgia Southern slave master. You dealing with some ancestors that got some grip. These ain't your regular Caucasian slave owning ancestors. These people did magic. These people got their own spiritual realm. Like, you coming. So it's coming off as, oh, the British? I don't want to go back. A bitch, you're gonna have to. And this is what is gonna actually end their marriage. She cannot assimilate into British culture. She just can't. She may have to spend half her time there and then half her time in the States. So Meghan, if they may even be sleeping in like separate rooms at this point. Something the tower is not a good card for a relationship card. They're going through it, and it's because he needs to go home. Y'all, but the ancestors are calling, honey, with their knights, Chamalon, high magic. Stop it. Y'all, that's all I can say, child. Meghan, girl, you guys, if you don't accept this man's lifestyle, he did the book, he did the interviews, he's lived in California hell. He's given you he don't even like California. He's given you what you wanted. Now it's time for you to go over there. Like time to go, sis. Pack up your shit and take your black spirits and your African spirits with you too. Y'all, did y'all see how Dr. Umar is trying to argue with his daughter? I was like, this is weird. He told her to stand on business. You could have found me if you needed me. I'm like, excuse me? Dr. Umar, my black brother, my Pan-Africanism brother. What do you mean? If you need me, you know where to find me. I'm like, what? That's your child. Okay. All you had to say was me and my daughter are not on speaking terms. Okay. Me and my daughter are not on Dr. Umar. Dr. Umar is a mess, child. He says peace and love and Africanism. That's how he greets you. That's how he greets you, child. I love it. He's so Dr. Y'all know why I like Dr. Umar? Because he a nigga with the kufi. He's still a nigga. That's why I've always liked Dr. Umar, because I know he a nigga. Like it ain't ever changed. He does have his PhD though. He is legit, but he a nigga. My African queen. Where you going with all that roundness? Like he a nigga. I love it. Okay, how does Dr. Umar really feel about his 22-year-old daughter? Because that shit was wild. That shit was wild. Woo. I don't know you, bitch. Y'all, I can't stay long. I gotta go. Like, you hoe were looking for me? There I go. What's that song? I heard you was looking for me. Here I go. Here I go. I'm like, oh my god. He also doesn't know what's on her mind or how is she thinking. What is it? I heard y'all hoes were looking for me. Here I go. Here I go. It's like it's almost like also where did you come from? Also, there may have been some questions that he's not the daddy. I don't know there was a blood test done, but there's some questions around this. There's some questions here. He's like, these cards are funny as hell. He's like, bitch, do you want peace or do you want war? He's like, do you want to make amends or do you want to fight? It's not giving. She want to fight. She want to fight. She want to fight. She actually wants to fight. She also feels like she's owed money or she's owed something. There is an owing here, like wanting something. He's like, you bitch, you heard you was looking for me. This can get very, 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 very petty. This can actually get very petty. This is, I'm gonna be honest, spiritually, this is her year to make amends. This may actually open up the floodgates for more people to come out and say things. So this is either her year to make amends or to walk away. When did she get her blood test? Because there was doubt around her too for a while that was even his child. More kids are coming out. More kids are coming out. I'm gonna tell you something. Yeah, more stuff is being exposed, y'all. This is a very complicated this situation is actually complicated. I think when she was born or conceived, I don't think he had money. I think he was working his way up. And also, it's showing where he was in two households, meaning that he may have been at his mom's house or he didn't have no money. He has like 4 or 5 kids. His money was, I don't, this was a child who was conceived by a man who wasn't even done at completing his own life. Okay, so I want to ask a question. She was born when he was still trying to grow or still trying to I don't like still trying to get his life in order, still building. I don't even think he had a PhD. I don't think he hit like it shows I'm building, bitch. Come back later. One thing about Dr. Umar, he's very selfish. I can actually see that in him. He's very self-centered. He's very much into his stuff. Like, I'm busy, bitch. I'm writing a 30-page dissertation on the clitoris and the blackness of the clitoris and how it's really part of the onk. I don't know, some weird shit, child. I don't know. What was Dr. Umar's relationship like? But she does want money. What was Dr. Umar's relationship like with her mother, the one who just came out, the 22-year-old? What was their relationship like? He was building something. He was building something. He didn't really want a relationship. Oh, it was bad from jump, y'all. Also, girl, Umar was already already with somebody else, girl. It was an empress. Here's your mother under the devil, child. Was Dr. Umar married? He says he's never been married, but he was shacking up. Who? This was a woman who he used to travel and have sexual relationships with. I'm not saying your mother was the side chick, but there's some siding going on here. It may not be your mother, may have been the main chick. I don't know. And because of this child, it may have caused this relationship to come to an end. There's a lot of emotional longing and needing in these cards. A woman who thought she was, but the whole time he was skedaddling and cocooning on the other side with another empress. Y'all, this man was, no, I'm sorry. Either I have it backwards or sideways. Somebody was the side chick while somebody was the main chick. But the weird part is the main chick may have actually been the side chick when the main was the main. It's actually, it's like they kept it's given I'll fuck with you if you give me a house and a home. Lying. And the woman had to put the situation to rest because she wasn't being emotionally fulfilled. And she felt like she was waiting on something to happen. Ooh, that wasn't going to happen. No. And she may have like disappeared and then came back with the baby. This is ghetto fabulous, ghetto superstar. That is what you are, coming from above, reaching for the star. This is crazy. She may have disappeared and came back with the whole baby child. I don't even know. It's somebody did. Somebody did. That hotep dick keep them hoes sick. Like, she like it like that. That hotep dick keep them hoes sick. Like, yeah, this is giving a lot of how does Dr. Umar feel about being exposed for his multiple children, and he paid the white man child support, and she ooh, okay, strong feelings. Yeah, he's upset, y'all. He's upset. He feels like she and a group of people who haven't been around are doing something sneaky. Like, oh, my sister, you doing this because I'm Dr. Umar. Because if I was a regular nigga, you wouldn't have done all of this on fucking social media, bitch. He low key. He wants to fight her. Like, there's some fighting energy here. He's like, you knew where to find me, queen. You knew where to find me. But you got on that six-headed horse, that six-headed beast called social media, and you went and you exposed your daddy. Like, it's just so, you want to fight, bitch. He no, ma'am. Other people are going to get involved in this to bring peace. Oh, bitch, not the King of Swords and the motherfucking Queen of Swords, bitch. They ready to haul it out. Other people are trying to get in. That girl want money. Bitch, if he got a daishiki, he gonna straight lick the. Okay, that's all I gotta say. If he got a he got a koof, he gonna straight lick the. Y'all, this girl wants money. She wants money. She does. There's other people in the family who are trying to bring peace to this. They are trying, but she also wants to make money off of this or wants money. People want peace. She's gonna continue to talk, but more stuff is gonna be exposed. She wants money. I'm gonna tell you something, Dr. Umar. I'm gonna tell you something. Your daughter is just like you. She's when she go, she go. You actually met your match. She actually inherited your personality. That hoe is just as aggressive as you. If you want to take it to hell, she'll take it to the inferno. She don't. If you go low, she's gonna take it to the abyss. She's just like you. I do feel other people need to get involved in this to stop this from erupting even more because it can. So they may want to get this young lady calmed down because there is people who want the Ace of Cups. They want y'all because baby, she's just like her dad. Believe it or not. Y'all, sometimes we have to pick our battles wisely because this can get weird. And she does want money. So this can get weird. You wait until Cynthia G eats this up. Um, some of these people want. I'm gonna tell y'all something. Dr. Umar is for a good time. Okay, he's not a serious man. He's a man who you know what I'm saying. He drink his little cognac. You come over, sit on his IKEA couch, y'all kiki. He's talking about all this black building, and the woman is the seed, and the man is the water, and the woman is the mother of all birth, and you start to rub on that thing, and you guys just get straight to business, and then you put on your clothes and you go home, and you keep him, and he keeps you in the friend zone. That's who Dr. Umar is. He's nobody's husband, sis. Y'all, I can't lie. I thought when I would be in my 40s that I would have like a whole bunch of wrinkles and shit. And come to find out, if it's not really in your lineage, you ain't going to have a lot of wrinkles. Like you're not. I thought 40 looked like an old woman, but I'm like, bitch, 40 don't look old. And I thank God that I'm not wrinkled down to the socks. Not yet. The titties are down to the knees though, and the back's fucked up. But I'm just glad I don't, because I thought 40 looked old, and it doesn't. So I'm like, okay. I was weird, girl. I'm looking for the wrinkles too, bitch. I got some right. I don't know, smile lines, but that's about it, girl. 40 ain't old. Well, bitch, Botox me down right here. Right here. Yeah, Botox me down. Because I don't feel my age. So I'm like, bitch, if this how the skin is at 40, bitch, I'll take it. I'll take it. Oh, smile lines really aren't wrinkled. Girl, I have to go, y'all, but I don't even, y'all want me to talk about Donald Trump? Just get the protection book, bitch. I'm tired of talking about the protection book. Protect yourself because one minute he gonna do it, Then he do it, then all hell break loose. Then he undo it, but he can't really undo it. Oh, let me ask. Because y'all, I have to go to the warehouse. I have a few hours to pack some stuff to send out. Let me see. Somebody says melanated 40 looks different from unmelanated 40. Let me see. Is Donald Trump going to succeed at dismantling the Department of Education? You know, ain't that connected to student loans, FAFSA and shit? Well, if you're going to dismantle it, get rid of the loans. But still, I don't agree. He's most definitely going to try to do it. And he's coming in hot. A lot of force. This is going to be a very long and nasty battle. This is going to be a long and nasty battle. This is going to the courts. It's again, it's going to the higher courts. It's got to go in front of the. They're gonna try to do shit that they can't legally do. Guys, no. No. He's gonna do some stuff and then the judge is gonna stop it. Like higher courts are gonna be like, you can't do this. But guys, I'm going to be honest though, some of you may not start school in August. Some of you may have to wait it out until like next year. Some stuff may not move. Okay, someone said I'm in school now, and some stuff, depending on what y'all are, I'm so sorry. Like some of y'all, depending on what you guys may have to wait until the next semester or the next fiscal year because they're going to be battling in court. Something is frozen because it's put in court. It's put in the courts. It turns into a battle. There is a part where he succeeds, guys. There is a part where he does. I don't like to talk about this. Some of you guys may really end up having to find some of this money. If the loans used to pay you, blah, 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 they may not pay all of it. This may go on for a few years. He did succeed at something though. People they're gonna start pushing like 2-year programs and certification programs. Like they're gonna try to bring something out where it's like it's giving, oh, why don't you come and study and be a paralegal rather than a lawyer, or why don't you study to become a LPN rather than a CNA, a RN. So if you want to be an RN, you got to pay for those 2 years. Something weird, and it's going to continue for a while. Yeah, trades. They're going to focus like, hey, do you want to work at the Ford dealership? Why don't you learn how to build cars? Rather than going to school and learning, I don't know, engineering. So it's something where if you want a more advanced degree, depending on what it is, you may have to come up with half of the money. Also, if it's a research base, you may have to come up with all the money. Anything research based, I can tell in these cards, he's going to put to rest. Some of it does succeed, unfortunately. Um, People have to, yeah, like it's gonna be more vocational school type of stuff that he's really putting money into. Thank God I got my degree a long time ago, so I got it. But unfortunately, some of you guys may have to reroute. I'm going to do a reading on the Department of Education within itself, bias, but y'all, it's going to go to the courts. He's going to have to give some money back, but some money we can't get back, and some programs have to be abandoned. It shows where some programs may never come back. Y'all, I have to go because it's almost four. Some programs you're gonna have to pay on yourself or find other ways to do it. They're gone. They're never coming back. If they do, you got to pay for it out your own pockets, guys. But I need to go and see, are they really going to be able to take out like elementary schools and high schools and stuff like that? Stuff that childcare for preschool. I'm gonna look over that more so because right now it reminds me more of higher education than what is it, blah blah education. Yeah, y'all. The people who want to homeschool to me are weirdos. They're weirdos. They're very extremist. They're extreme as hell. And it's giving white nationalist extreme, evangelical extreme. That's very dangerous. Very dangerous. It's scary. Okay, y'all. Bye.